My name is Brian Otieno, but I'm famously known as Stoneface Bombaa. I'm an artist, human rights defender, and I'm a Mathare residency.
Mathare, one of Nairobi's oldest informal settlements and a far cry from the green city in the sun as Nairobi prides itself. This is Stoneface's childhood home, a place he calls a concrete jungle.
If you can see around Mathare, there's no single tree. In fact, it's early in the morning, but the sun is burning. They've been designed this Mathare like a place, like you should just survive, you know. But the other side of Nairobi, people are living. And they're not just living, they're living in a dignified life.
To counter this, Stoneface and other community members tried planting trees in Mathare, but creating change here comes with its challenges. A few months back, floods devastated the area, killing residents and tearing neighborhoods down. At the time, Stoneface and his fellow artists had started designing an urban jungle room to teach kids about nature and the environment. But that too was destroyed, this time by government bulldozers. For now, his urban jungle has found its place at the studio of the Kairos Futura art collective, which Stoneface is a part of. But the challenges of starting projects in Mathare aren't new to him.
I remember very well, we went to a certain area in Mathare to plant a tree. This area, it is really kind of a dump site. And then we started planting this tree 1 week, second week, you know. All of a sudden, cops from nowhere, they came and to that area, like, why are you guys planting tree? You know, what are you guys doing? They would say, we are planting tree. Who funded you? Like, is our initiative to see communities green, so no one is funding us. He was surprised because he understood like, no way a young man, a jobless young man in the community can volunteer himself to plant a tree without being paid.
Away from suspicious eyes, Stoneface's plant garden is part of the Kairos Futura exhibition. They want to show disparities within the city, but also play with the idea of utopia, highlighting small havens that communities have created around town.
This is our utopia map of micro-utopias that we have identified around Nairobi. The idea is to encourage people to go visit these different locations and to interact with the community organizations that we work with there. Several of them are green spaces. One is an art studio in Makuru.
The idea is to bring people to areas like Mathare to meet artists and communities.
So like when we were doing our field research trips, we noticed that there's so much disconnection in the city because of that ecological justice barrier, where some people have access to the really nice things from the environment, the ecosystem services, and others do not. And then with that ecological divide, the people from the nice side of the city are actually not aware of what's going on the other side.
We've even heard from some people working in the environmental space, oh, well, we would love to support initiatives, but there's just nothing to even support on the east side of the city. And that's just not true.
While Stoneface's jungle room is on hold, the Kairos Futura team has found another way of engaging Mathare's future environmentalists by taking kids from Mathare on regular trips to one of Nairobi's inner city parks. Here, they spend time in nature, do art, or learn about science, an opportunity that many kids from the area don't have. Today, they're generating electricity from soil and water, a so-called earth battery.
I have learned so much that I can even teach other kids at school. We learn some of these things at school. I see them, but I don't know how they work. But then I learn it here.
I enjoy it because it mostly connects me with the nature and interacting like the way I'm hearing the birds. Yes.
For Stoneface and the Kairos Futura team, seeing the kids become familiar with their new surroundings is one of the best parts.
The first time we came here, they were actually quite bunched up. If I showed you some of the pictures in the footage, and they would not leave, especially Stoneface. They are so familiar with Stoneface, so they were all around Stoneface. He goes there, they follow. So I've seen them grow into the space, yeah.
While there's no quick fix to Nairobi's ecological divide, Stoneface and his fellow artists hope to at least bridge the gap for these kids, who in turn could be the changemakers of the future.